Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm glad that you are back watching my video on my channel. If you have not met me here on the internet, my name is Marcel. I'm a dentist from Germany and I, maybe like you as well, studied dentistry in Bulgaria. And in today's video, I will give you my reasons why I came to choose Bulgaria as a country to study in and yeah, whether that was a good decision or whether I regret this decision. So now looking back on my career as a dentist, of course, I have to reflect on several points. First of all, I reflect on the costs that I had, how expensive was it for me. Then I would look on the quality now as a dentist. What of the things have I learned well? What are things that I need to like relearn now as a professional? And how did the university prepare me for the work in Germany? So I would start with the reason why I came to Bulgaria and why I chose this country over other countries in Europe. So if you're new to this topic and you never researched the study medicine abroad topic, then you might not know this. But nearly all of the over the world, it's very hard to get into medical universities. So people seek out for alternatives. It's like this in France, in Greece, in Germany, in many other countries, like even in India. And at the same time, where there's not enough medical student seats at university, we have a huge demand for doctors that is ever growing. So we have not enough doctors and we have not enough seats at university. However, we have many students that want to study medicine. So there are some opportunities. This is what my consulting firm is all about. We offer places at universities in Eastern Europe that have English-speaking programs where an admission is possible regardless of your grades in high school. And I was looking for the opportunities in Hungary, which is the most popular at that time choice or most well-known choice back then, 7 years ago. I was looking at possibilities and options in Poland, and all those options were quite too expensive for me. So I was looking out for cheaper alternatives, same quality, but cheaper prices due to cheaper living costs and cheaper economy. So that's how I came to the attention of Bulgaria. Regarding the value you get, the price was definitely great. Like you have a cheap price and a high value, and I decided, well, that's great for me. I'm gonna choose Bulgaria, and I started out without ever having been before in that country. So my father comes from Turkey, my mother comes from Germany. My dad migrated as he was 18 to Germany, also to study engineering. So he also had that experience. He decided he wanted to go to another country to study there, to have better career opportunities, because engineering in Germany is famous, and especially back then it was like the number one place to go if you want to do engineering. I don't know if it's still like that, but back then it was definitely like that. And he already made the choice. It worked out well for him. He has now his own company since many years, and he became a successful engineer. So I decided to follow that path and go to study dentistry in Bulgaria. And I did that. First year was really amazing. I met so many interesting people from all over the world. And this is the first thing I have to really say. It's so international, the experience with students of over 64 different countries. I would even meet someone from Alaska in the Mensa when I was sitting there. I met people from South Africa, literally from all points of the world, parts of the world, and that was something I really enjoyed. The quality of education in Bulgaria is really great. So it's you have, especially for dentistry, the big advantage that there is a huge amount of patients that you would treat, because let's compare it to Germany. You don't have enough patients there, because why would anyone go to a student to get a treatment when you could get easily a treatment at a professional dentist and the insurance covers all the fees, or at least most of the fees? In Bulgaria, it's not like that. Going to the dentist is expensive. Many people lack healthcare insurance or sufficient dental insurance. So they would be really happy to go to a student and get free treatment. So we would work a lot on patients, get a lot of practical experiences, and the professors have been really great. Of course, there are some lazy students. You have that. You might not have that in your government program at home, where people fight for places and only the best of the best students get a place. In Bulgaria, it's easy to get a place. If you have a good agency that professionally takes care of your admission process, like we do that, we have a lot of experience with that, then you can easily get a case. Of course, my agency, what we do is we carefully evaluate your diploma, we check whether we can get you admission, but per definition, it's relatively easy. So you have some students, let's say 10%, who are quite lazy, and some of them get problems studying, and some of them will probably not be good doctors. So you have a lot of self-reliancy. You have to rely on yourself. You have to be motivated, disciplined. That's something that you need to put in, right? No one will check you in the way that you would maybe get checked in your government in India or in Germany or in Italy. So there's more self-discipline needed to become a good doctor or dentist. But however, the education you get if you really want to become a good doctor is really great. And in dentistry, things are a little bit more different. So in dentistry, it's more strict, it's a little bit more harsh, and they control you more because after your studies, you would directly treat independently patients, and you get the right as a Bulgarian graduated dentist to open your practice directly after your 6 years. So the mentality is, well, the dental students, they get to open your own practice directly after graduation. So we have to be really strict because if they don't know something, things might really go wrong. So it's very different. In medicine, the mentality is, well, they would go under specialization after their 6 years, so they're a little bit more easy on them. That's at least my perspective as a dentist, of course. So I hope you understand that, of course, there is some rivalry going on between medical students and dental students. So, of course, dental students would always say that dentistry is more hard. However, I think that from the students that I have, also they confirm that medicine is much more easy in Bulgaria. So it depends on you, of course. What I tell my students is I tell them what's important during their studies to be a successful doctor. So we put a lot of students effort in helping our students to become good doctors. You don't have to learn everything. You don't have to prep for every exam in a perfect way. There are certain things that you should know in order to become a good doctor, and certain things you should put your energy in, and certain things you should not put your energy in. And we do that, and that's also why I still help students. Because now my main part of the job is to help healthcare professionals all around the world to successfully migrate to Germany, and I match them with hospitals that I partnered up. So I'm recruiting for hospitals, for dental clinics, for pharmacies in Germany. That's the main part of my business. But because I can't choose that well who I work with, and I don't have that much insight into the quality of the education that those doctors have, I prefer to educate them on my own. And of course, I don't educate you guys if you start with me at university, but we have a lot of control over the things that we tell you guys or we recommend you guys to do, to study, which internships, where, and so on. So we mentor our students, and at the end of the process, after your studies, we have a quite good understanding where you're at, what your qualities are, and we have some control in the quality that you're receiving. So we can push you guys, we can tell you what to put into your CV, which internship you should do, and so on. So at the end, you come out as a good doctor. So we call ourselves also Junior Academy, the student part, because there we can really focus on the things that make you a skilled doctor. And after that, I have really great doctors to present to the hospitals. So this is basically the business what I'm doing, and it's very successful. In Germany, hospitals, HR knows that my students that are self-trained by me, that I help to get a place in med school, they are good. So they really have the internships, they have the practical skills, they have the knowledge that is relevant for the practice. They know German well because we have a preparatory year. They passed all their exams. The recognition process is seamless. So that is basically what I am doing. And that's what basically the concept of my company is. So the most popular university in Bulgaria is the University of Sofia. It's the capital of the country. It has 8,000 euros tuition fee. It's a program in English, and it's, let's say, the best option out there because it's the capital, it's a metropole, it's the most attractive city in Bulgaria. I would always recommend you to go there. The oldest university, 12 university hospitals, biggest dental clinic in the country, and if you're a medical student, you actually get trained in 12 university hospitals, and then there are even some partner hospitals that are not by the university that come on top of that. They're just building a new preclinical building which is nearly finished, so really what you're getting there is great. The next option that I would recommend is Plovdiv. Plovdiv is a nice city. It's a cultural capital, let's say. It was the European capital of culture in 2018, so it has really a lot to offer, and prices are a little bit more cheap. However, tuition fee is the same at 8,000 euros per year. Varna is the next option that you might choose if you prefer to study at the Black Sea. However, the safety is not so well anymore because during COVID, a lot of poverty break out as the tourism economy collapsed. And now I see a rise in crime, small crime, pocket theft, and especially also burglars into houses. So I don't place students in Varna anymore for that reason. The next option that exists is Trakia University in Stara Zagora. It's a very attractive university as well for students who don't meet the requirements for Sofia and Plovdiv. And then there's also Pleven, a renowned university, which is very attractive because it starts only in the summer semester. So in February, all the other universities start in the winter. So if someone urgently wants to get a place, I can really recommend that we work on this one. So much about the different universities. My priority would always be Sofia if I would be a student that has aspiring goals, and Bulgaria is in the European Union, so the degree is automatically recognized in Germany. The only thing that you must do in order to get a job with my company that we will match you is to participate in our online preparatory program for 1 or 2 years. It's a German online class, and it prepares you for the B2 General German Language exam and the FSP, so the Professional German Language exam. 2 exams you should pass in your 6th year, and then we can seamlessly match you after your graduation with a German employer in a field of your choice. If you're interested in starting out with me and get a free consultation with my team, then check out the link in the description box. You will get to choose a time and date for my colleague or me to discuss your individual case, to think about which country in Europe would be the best to get your career started, which university we can secure a place you for, and then after that, we will begin a process together. You start studying, we help you with all the things regarding the relocation. We have partners in place of each at the universities that we offer help with and assistance with, and then we will accompany you through your successful career as a medical student and doctor. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe see you in a personal consultation, otherwise in the next video. Bye.